Good morning, guys. Today we're going to do a reading on the new moon in Aries that happened last night on the 11th. I hope you did some manifesting, but the new moon in Aries, kind of whatever happens right now, will basically take into fruition over the next 6 months. Okay, I'm not an astrologer, but I did read up on it. And so that's what our reading is going to be about today. What changes are coming for the twins over the next, during this period, because the new moon in Aries is all about action. Okay. Lots of action, sex, passion, also aggression. So it's also having clarity on your emotions, but actually taking action towards things that you know you need to do. Okay. Kind of like you've been putting them off, but you know you need to do them. So, and look at this. First card, action. Okay. Action, action. So, Spirit, what is this new moon in Aries energy bringing in for the divine masculines? Thank you guys for being here. If you haven't subscribed, please do. All right. What is this new moon in Aries energy bringing in change-wise for the divine masculines? What is this Aries energy bringing in for the masculines? All right, they're saying one more shuffle. Just as I suspected. Just as I suspected. We've got victim here. So a lot of the divine masculines, especially if they're in a third party situation, married, in a commitment, kind of hoeing around, they feel like the victim, okay? They also feel like, how do I get out of this? I'm so tied up and stuck in this situation. I don't know what to do. We've got mask here. We've got received. Oh, let's do the next. We've got abandoned, little babies. We've got contemplation, received, return, and free will. So this Aries energy, what this is doing is it is causing these negative emotions surrounding a third party situation. So that could be a karmic, that could be a soulmate, where they feel like they're very tied up, right? They feel like they can't abandon these people. They feel obligated. They know they want to. They've been wearing a mask pretending like they're a happy family when they're not. And what this energy is bringing in is they're receiving so many signs, so much clarity on their emotions that they are constantly thinking about, right? They know that, right? They're getting a push to make changes of their own free will to return to you. Okay. It's as simple as that. Simple. Spirit, what about the divine feminines? What is this new moon in Aries energy bringing in for the divine feminines? Bringing in for the divine feminines. So we've got Hand of Cards, which is all about taking a risk, right? Take a chance, being strategic, not really showing your hand with what you're doing. But Aries energy is all about just taking the risk, taking that leap of faith. Like, if this could be career bound, this could be pretty much any dream that you've had that you are just so hesitant with, specifically for somebody, they've been wanting to start a YouTube channel for some time. If that is you, start it. Okay. I know I can feel all of your doubt. People won't like me. Nobody will watch. It'll be a fail. It won't. Okay. For everybody else, in terms of twins, if you're having a lot of self-doubt, right? So when I say, love yourself, choose yourself, that also means your mental state. Even me, sometimes I am like, oh my God, I am so fat. I need to lose so much weight. I get really bogged down and stressed out, and I am being a bad mom because I'm working too much. And then if I'm not working enough, I'm not putting all, effort into that, into my business, into my regular job. So when I talk about self-love, you need to really look in the mirror every single morning and remind yourself how special you are. You need to heal those wounds, because what's truly on the inside is what your outside world looks like. So if you've been, wanting to go to the gym, but you just haven't had the energy, just start it now. Just get up, start it now. You have 5 seconds. When there's a thought that comes to you and you need to do something, you need to clean your house, do laundry, go somewhere, right? Sometimes it's really hard for me to even go to the store because I hate being around people. It's just, I feel too much energy. I get overwhelmed. But you have 5 seconds before your brain will tell you, don't do it. So when something happens, like in the morning, I need to get up and go to the gym, 5 seconds, just do it. Okay. We've also got lightning here. Sudden change, shocking news, surprise, transformation, right? This is going to be very shocking when your masculine comes forward because you're not even expecting it. But what I do want you to do, especially with that negative mindset, those people that I'm talking to, and it doesn't have to be all the time, guys. This can sneak up on you out of nowhere. You're just, you're fine, you're feeling good. And then all of a sudden you're like, this is never going to happen. They're never going to come back. It's been 5 years. Like, why would they come back now? They're never going to leave these people. They're never going to choose themselves, right? What you're doing is putting that out into the universe. You are putting that into the universe, and it is hurting you. Most of the time, all of the time, you're blocking your own blessings. Okay? You really are. And some of you know that. I even know that. There are certain things that I do, relationships that I have with certain karmic people that are blocking my blessings. And I know that, but it's really hard because it's scary. Change is scary, right? But it's going to be very sudden. You're going to be like, you know what? I'm done with this. I'm just going to do it. Just do it. Heart with a key. Welcoming love. Meeting the one. Open your heart. Getting together, right? Return with your masculine. We do have not today. So I don't think this is happening today. But for someone specifically, not dealing, hurt, avoiding a conversation, call, person, boundaries, still angry. So some of you with this mirror, you are still feeling your wounds from different people, not just your masculine, but yes, with your masculine. You feel abandoned. You feel not good enough. You feel like they're with this other person. They must love this person so much, and they don't want anything to do with you. Well, you're putting that out into the universe. So instead of choosing not to deal with this day after day after day, deal with that hurt. That's what's coming in. You're not going to want to do it, but you need to do it for yourself. Okay. And you will notice a sudden change in everything in your whole world around you. Wow. All right, Spirit, what else is the Aries energy bringing in for the masculines for change? What else is the Aries energy bringing in for the divine masculines for change? Okay, so we've got Knight of Crystals. I don't know what that means. These are new cards. I actually haven't read the book, but it does say endurance and determination down here. Okay, and then we've got the Wheel, change, and possibilities. And then we've got Page of Feathers, which is weird because this is a raccoon. They don't have feathers, but it's exploration and discovery. And then we've also got Five of Feathers, also doesn't have feathers. Strategy and resilience. So here's the thing. These two cards were in reverse, okay? I'm going to take it upright and in reverse. So the wheel, this is about changes. The possibility of this actually happening is becoming very clear to the masculine because they've been so tied up in these situations. That could be anything: work, addiction, money, another person, okay? Whatever the karmic energy is, they've been so tied up in that where they have felt like they cannot move forward for whatever reason. Fear, obligation. So they were really hung up on, how would I even do this? How would I even do this? Not understanding that if there's a will, there's a way, okay? This Knight of Crystals, with endurance and determination, they kind of gave up. I'm going to be, honest. They gave up. They were like, you know what? I'm just stuck here. I'm supposed to be here. They had a few months, about 7 months of just giving up. They gave up. They were like, this is never going to work out with my divine feminine. I can't make these changes that are required of me in order to come back together. They gave up. This Page of Feathers, exploration and discovery, okay, was also in reverse. This is saying they literally stopped. They had stopped growing. They stopped exploring themselves. They stopped healing, and they put on this mask and they pretended like everything was fine, and they lived in heartbreak and thoughts of you, and nobody knew, right? Like that song, what's that song by Babyface? What is that? Hold please. Song by Baby. I'll put it in the description. Nobody Knows It But Me by Babyface. Listen to that. I'll link it below. But that's what this is. It's like they just held themselves in this depressive state. They didn't believe anything was possible. But now, with this new energy, the strategy, the resilience, okay, these are turning around because the universe is here. The wheel, this is destiny. So this is destined to happen, you guys. This is coming forward. They're going to start feeling better. Like, you know what? Why am I going to stay in this depressive state? Maybe I should just do what makes me happy. And a lot of emotions are going to be very clear here up in the next coming months, okay? Spirit, what is coming in for the divine feminines? What is the Aries energy bringing in for the divine feminines? Okay. Page of Shells. It's intuition and inspiration. We've got the Moon, imagination and perception, right? You believing this is never going to happen. Two of Feathers, decisions and direction. Seven of Shells, choice and ambitions. And then over here, we've got the Magician. Willpower, creation. So what this is saying to me, divine feminines, is, you not wanting to deal with stuff. You're kind of just sick of healing and you're just done with it. You're like, whatever, I don't want to do this anymore. And that's fine. I'm with you. Okay. But the perception that this is never going to happen needs to change. Okay. Because it's keeping it in a state with the energy you're giving out that, you know what, it's never going to happen, right? You have to believe that it'll happen. Intuition, inspiration. You know in your intuition that you are meant to be with this person, correct? Yes. Someone's shaking their head correct right now. I meant like, yes. Choice and ambition. So you're going to have a choice to make with this decisions here. Now, what you need to choose is what's best for you. Is this a part of your manifestations? Is this what you want? Is this within your creational mind to do so? You can start your business. You can start your channel. You can do anything you believe that you can do, okay? You have to stay positive. Have that inspiration. The Aries energy is bringing in inspiration and newness. And let's get it done. Let's do it. Just do it. All right. So last cards here. Spirit, what is the Aries new moon energy bringing in for the divine masculines? Okay, so we've got the Two of Swords, right? These cards in reverse, shutting down. All right, shutting down. This is where they've been. They have had that mask on. They've had that blindfold on. And now they're taking the steps to look within. 8 of Cups to the Knight of Wands to come forward to their queen. You could be a water sign. You could have water in your chart. Also, this is telling me they're walking towards their emotion instead of hiding their emotions, instead of not really. We've also got the magic stick here, lots of passion, right? The Aries new moon is also about sex. Passion could be aggression. So they could be getting angry by their emotions, by the regret. Why have I waited so long to make myself happy, right? Things are changing with this energy. They're finally taking off that mask, taking off that blindfold, and moving towards what makes them happy very passionately, but also not just passionately, very emotionally. They're listening to their emotions. Most of the masculines just are very logical beings. So logically speaking, well, none of this is going to work out. You know, I'm already married. I have kids and I'm with this other person. What a piece of shit I would be if I left the situation, right? So there's lots of factors versus some people just saying, well, if he loved you, he would be here. That's not the truth, okay? All right, what is this? Let me use a different deck. What is this new moon? Look, Ace of Wands, okay? Passionate new beginning for both of you. You know what? Because you mirror each other together. What is this Aries new moon energy bringing in for the divine feminines? It's bringing in that Ace of Wands that this Knight of Wands is carrying here. Okay. You see this Knight of Wands? He's carrying that Ace of Wands. Okay, he is bringing it to you. All right, we've got the Five of Wands. No arguing, no fighting. We've got the Five of Pentacles, okay? We've got the moon, that perception. We have the moon twice. Not only is that saying to me the new moon is bringing in this energy, but it's also about the perception of what this is. Now, this Nine of Pentacles was in a reverse, okay? We got the Queen of Swords, and then we've got Temperance on the bottom of the deck. Gaining your balance back, getting it back, understanding what makes you happy, and just doing it. Leaving behind people, you know, moving towards your dreams and things. This is the perception. This right here is the anxiety that you have for letting go of not only toxic people who are maybe spending all of your money, arguing with you all the time, making you feel emotionally at a loss, right? Inadequate. But it's also about your own mindset. You fighting between your heart and your brain, knowing that this is going to happen, and then your brain saying, this is never going to happen. Feeling that lack internally on the inside, so you're experiencing that lack on the outside. This is a mindset as well as other people. This is your perception. This is the confusion and the illusion that you're living in, and you need to change it. You feel this small, but you're this big. Start acting like it. Because right now you're in reverse. You need to get to this Knight of Pentacles, this independent, stable, amazingly happy and positive person. Right now, you're not being that. And again, it doesn't have to be every day, but when those thoughts creep in, you need to shut them down really quickly. You're in this energy, Queen of Swords. You're just cutting things left and right. Not today, right? That not today card. I'm not doing it today. I don't want to think about it. I don't want to feel it. I don't want to talk about my emotions. Nope. I'm just moving forward with rigid energy, right? You're not being open. Your energy isn't being open because you feel very small. And that could be in terms of work. That could be in terms of family. That could be in terms of your masculine. You know what? If he did love me, he would be here. And that's just not the truth. Love yourself. Turn this upside down. Start doing the things that you need to do to change this mindset that you're having. Okay? And if this is a person in your life, cut them out. Cut them out. All right, so we're going to do some messages, and then we'll call it a day. Join my free Facebook group. I will link it in the description below. Me and Melissa also have a subscription for a group. It's so much fun. You get so many goodies in there. If you want a personal reading, my email is also below. Super affordable. And I'm coming out with a deck of cards soon, so that's super exciting. All right. What do the masculines want to say? I love it. I'm feeling hopeful because for the longest time they haven't felt hopeful. They haven't known how to change things. They didn't know if they even could, right? They just felt guilt. They just felt obligation. Like I have to stay here. There's no way for me to leave. And now they're starting to feel hopeful with this energy. I am going through a spiritual transformation, which is very true. Very true. I'm speaking my truth, not only to you, my queen, but also to these other situations that I need to get out of, right? Finally speaking their truth. I love it. All right, last messages here. What do you want to say, masculines? What do you want to say? I feel obligated to stay. What have I been saying this entire time? They have felt so obligated to stay in these situations. That is changing. The way you walk turns me on. Okay, that's that passion, right? I never meant to hurt you. No one understands me like you do. That's the realization they're coming to. I've got text me. So they're wanting you to text them, not only because they're afraid to text you first. I'm not telling you to text them. If you have been feeling guided to text them and you just haven't, maybe you should listen to your own intuition, your own discernment, okay? And I've got 3 weeks and a year. So in a private reading, I would go through what this means, but there's too many people watching. So 3 weeks, there could be communication within 3 weeks, okay? This return. I'm seeing somebody being married in a year. Like legitimately being married to your masculine within a year. Okay, they could leave situations in 3 weeks. You guys could be in union in a year. Somebody's actually getting married, though, in a year, which is 2022, which is beautiful. All right, guys, I hope that helped. Make sure you write your manifestations down and live your truth. I love you. Bye.